So we got a small update, and it's important because it might be the last update for the holiday season. We got the cookie kit, and it's definitely unfortunate. It is a $17 overpriced kit. You can buy like Silk Song for this price, and this $17 gives you a buddy that like lights up and wiggles when you shoot, and it also gave you a flex. This flex does like fist bump you if you every time you get a kill, so it is a cool little flex, and it's definitely very themed for the holidays. Now the problem is it should not cost $17. Instead of giving us this really terrible event pass that has nothing anyone cares about, you could have made it part of the holiday season, made it all themed. They've brought back Snowball Fight, and as we play Snowball Fight, maybe get 100 snowball kills and you unlock the buddy. Get 200 snowball kills or cool community challenges and we can unlock the flex. But no, instead of incentivizing the community or rallying behind something really cool like the holiday season, they go of course for the profit route, which is to try and make us buy the flex. There's the night market. I'll open it in the background. I do get the Forsaken Classic, which isn't too shabby. Now, with that being said, I know people will just call me a hater, but let me explain. No matter what you think, the flex would have not taken much resources, and Riot could have definitely incentivized the community to play the snowball game mode and try to do some fun interactive things to get players on the game. That on its own can net profit in a different way. Furthermore, I've been begging for a long time to see more going on in Valorant. The amount of times I've brought up Snowball Fight in my own arguments, I can't believe how many times I've brought it up, and they finally brought it back to the game after years, and all they did was click one button. All they did was re-enable the old game mode and open it up to new maps. But that's the thing, the old Snowball Fight had a fully themed icebox map. I was skating around this, right? And I was looking around, I'm like, how cheap would it have been? Bro, it would have taken no work to just make each map have a little bit of a snowflake effect, as if it's snow falling. You cannot convince me Riot can't do that. There is no world, bro. We have indie developers, we have 2 people developers making crazier games than Valorant from the ground up. Like, what are we doing here? You couldn't put a Christmas tree or a wreath or any sort of holiday decor anywhere? Actually, we removed everything that was from Icebox. How lazy can you be? I don't really care if people think I'm complaining, because the truth is, it's one thing to say, oh, someone's not trying, but after tons and tons of basically like community pressure, like, oh, Riot, please try to make something, try to make it more fun. This is what they give us. Let me explain. That's like going to a restaurant and just praying that they have food in there. Just like, hey, like, do you guys have any food in there? And then after years, like, okay, yeah, we're a restaurant. We should probably make some food. And they pull out a frozen burger patty that's raw and it's not even thawed. That's like what Riot's delivering. Why is it so half-assed? What's the logic here, bro? There's no way I'm the only one having trouble comprehending slop, right? I just don't know why we keep getting these half-measured stuff. Like, we finally got the replay system. It doesn't support customs. It still doesn't support customs. Creators keep losing all their replays every time a new patch comes out. I already see creators getting upset about that. We get this like 1v1 game mode. People don't even know it exists. I've covered it like 3 times. Then I post a short. The short's going viral and people are like, what game mode is that? Like, what map is that? What is he playing? They don't even know because they threw it in a custom, no announcement, no trailer, no game mode, no nothing. Like, of course I'm gonna be a little bit pressed. It's not even pressed, it's more like an overwhelming amount of disappointment, to be honest. And there's more to it, a lot more to it, to be honest. But I think to a certain point, I've kind of given up, and I think if you look at my channel, you guys would have realized I've given up. OGs will know how much I used to make these commentary videos with not much to them. I literally just want to record some gameplay, get thoughts down, and then I open mic and I yap. I just yap. There's a huge reason Dittozkul exists as a secondary channel from Valorant Curious. It's one of the biggest reasons. It became a personal channel that's segmented from that. But over time, I gave up because I didn't think they'd listen. And to be honest, for the most part, I don't believe they have. And maybe like they try, but it's not fully fleshed out. I feel like so much is just never fully fleshed out from the base up, like all the way back from like, dude, like flexes first came out and on the 3rd flex we were complaining about the spinning effect. Until today it is the base architect for it, and that's for paid content. That's for like, I thought things were going to change with the teddy bear because I was in the battle pass and it was good, and look how much people loved it. And it's like, how do you not signal from that and evolve? And that's like paid content. That's like players spending money. That's not just a base foundational thing, just having fun in Valorant. It's weird, man. To a certain extent, it's weird. That's why I've given up overall, and I just started trying to have my own fun in Valorant. I have some videos that do well, some that don't, but all of them foundationally, other than the skin videos, of course the skin videos are just covering skins, but other than that, foundationally, I try to still just have fun with Valorant, try to make my own content, my own stories. Everyone knows I'm not a tryhard. Everyone knows I'm not the best player. I try to go comedic based, learning based, have fun, right? I've had to build my own fun in Valorant as a content creator, and it's resonated with some of you guys, which has been awesome. But like, with no tools on the horizon and us concluding in 2025, like we're entering in 2026 the 6th year of Valorant, I don't think it's unfair to say yes, I did expect a little bit more by now. I mean, since basically the start of custom games, we've had the exact same cheat menu with no expansion to it. We've had so many things they just decided to never ever flesh out. We even have inherent core problems. Like, let's say we roll it back and people watch this or even have a conception of me complaining about Snowball Fight, which is supposed to be just a for fun game mode that it didn't even exist for a while, right? Okay. So let's say we're gonna let go of that. Foundationally, Valorant still has so many problems. Like, we haven't even had Fracture in competitive queue in like over a year. I don't know, has it been a year and a half yet? It's something wild that I can't even comprehend. Like, even the way map rotations are and how boring and stale rank can become due to them, and no ability to even think outside the box or try a different system or mess around with it. Instead, like, such slow movement on those big problems. Now, when I look back in 2025, there are a couple things I was genuinely happy about. For example, the big util adjustment they made was good. I'm glad they adjusted it. I'm glad they changed so many agents and they changed spray control. Like, that was pretty much one of the best things they did. But like, you have to keep in mind, that's like a highlight of some of the best changes that came to Valorant, like over a 5-year period. And when you boil it down, it is still just patch notes. It is still number adjustments. It's still shrinking abilities and changing cooldowns, and like, they didn't overhaul. They didn't make Valorant 2.0. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy they did it, and I'm grateful they did it. But that's an achievement over a 5-year period, and it's just a major patch. You know what I mean? It's just a major patch. So I don't know. I think there is a lot of struggle on the horizon for Valorant. I wasn't too sure. I was actually very optimistic in 2025. I even told one of the Riot developers I was when I knew replay was on the horizon and this patch was on the horizon. Keep in mind, I've talked to writers on stuff that are coming and what to expect, and it gave me hope. It gave me optimism. Then I saw like, oh, okay, cool. They're bringing back Snowball Fight. It looks like I saw the cookie. I saw the flex. I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna try some holiday themed stuff, but like, it's just always half baked. It's always half delivered. And it doesn't feel good when it's coming from a company like Riot. They do have the resources. I just don't think it's their priority. And I think they've shown that enough for me to believe nothing's going to change. And I'm not too sure how to feel about Valorant in 2026. In the end, I'm only going to do what I want to do. Maybe I'll slow down a little bit on Valorant as we enter the new year. Maybe I won't. I mean, if I make my own content, I'm still having fun making my own content, then it's fine. Valorant's just a tool that I use to try to do some creative stuff, try to, have fun, entertain people. So as long as I can do that, it's okay. But it's going to put the entire thing on like a timeline, right? Like it can't last forever if they don't step it up a little bit. It's just the way it is. Now, can I hope that in 2026 we'll see some new direction? Maybe. But they haven't really proven to any of us that that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see. If any Riot devs are watching, keep in mind, this isn't blanket hate. It's just this sensation of disappointment and thoughts that I wanted to get out. And as my average viewer, just let me know what you think. If you think I'm like overblowing it or wrong, that's fine. Let me know. It's just, I felt like yapping, so that's what I'm doing.